Just gonna start eating these mozzarella sticks.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We are back after a week or two.
Yeah, a week.
Dang. We missed a week, boy. It's crazy. What do we have to say for? Oh, actually, I kind of got the flu.
And I kind of was tired.
Kind of was tired.
Due to me wanting to take a nap, and Isaiah's catching the flu.
Oh yeah. Oh, because Sunday was supposed to be the day, but then I caught the flu.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
But
imagine
Friday was supposed to be the day.
Oh yeah.
But that day, my kids really just were dumb annoying.
Oh, and you were like, oh.
Yep.
You almost got me confused today. I was like, wait, is today not Friday?
No, yeah, today.
I was
Friday.
like, wait, what was going on?
Last
It
Friday.
was Friday. It was supposed to be the day. I'm in a time loop. Yo, the flu is not good.
Flu's no joke.
Flu's garbage.
And
Wait, you never had the flu?
I don't think I ever had the flu, no.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I can tell. But now I was going to say, earlier when you said that your school called you, like, yo, are you good? Like, I feel like I was
like, damn, they would never do that to Melvin. They would never do that to Melvin.
No, I was saying they just probably don't even know what the flu is.
What, my school?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because, I mean, the flu's is way more serious than people, like, make it out to
Yeah,
be.
no, for sure. No, they were legitimately like, checking up on me.
Oh, they
though.
were just checking up on you.
Like, they were literally, like, they wanted to know if I was okay.
Oh, I
like,
thought they were saying as in, like, come back. Like,
No. She was just like, oh, is he okay?
Mm.
And, like, because the assistant principal was like, oh, is he okay? Pretty much is what happened. And I was just thinking about your school. I was like, damn, would the assistant principal check up on you like that?
Nah.
They'd be like, come back now.
Nah, they wouldn't even call.
Oh, no?
Nah, if I died,
But they wouldn't even know.
OD, like, honestly. It could probably be on the news and everything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, they don't care about you.
Damn.
Not my school.
That's crazy. That's mad funny, though.
Mm-hmm.
But I would think that they would care about you because of how much you're needed there, because it's crazy there.
Nah, yeah. But it's just, it almost just makes me feel like I'm just a tool. Like, I'm just like,
yo,
we need this done. Just get Martinez over here.
Yeah.
I'm just like, come on.
And if you're gone, it's like, yo, there's another Martinez somewhere.
Yeah, no, if I'm gone, they're like, where's Martinez?
Yeah.
But then, like, when anyone else is gone, it's like, oh, Martinez got this.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, all right, you know what? I guess I'm just the MVP.
That's crazy.
That's just how it is, my people. Oh, we need more people. There's someone going to your school from my school, actually.
Oh yeah. Who?
This is my guy.
Who's guy?
His name is Mr. Hunt.
Hunt.
Yeah.
Oh, is he at aid?
Yeah.
Wait, but if your school needs people.
Oh, no, because he's not my school. Because remember, we're two schools in one?
He's
from the other school.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the other school called?
Early Childhood
Oh.
Academy.
Okay.
I hate, like, all of them.
That's crazy. That's funny as hell.
Yeah. So, look out for that guy.
Yeah. Damn.
But yeah.
These kids are crazy, though. Nah. I think I got the flu from one of these kids, too.
The whole flu from one kid?
I mean, can you get parts of flus from different flu kids?
They all, like, contribute to one flu.
Each kid had one part of the flu. Mm-hmm. That's why they didn't have it, because they only had part of the flu. Mm-hmm. And then each of them gave me one part, and I was like,
yeah, they all slapped your butt, and they were just, and they were like, I'll take this flu.
Damn, that's crazy.
No, you have to be careful, because like my kids, I notice what they do and how gross their hands are.
No, they do that. Oh my god, kids are disgusting in general. But then like being in close proximity, you're like, damn, you just realize how like you think like, damn, was I really this nasty? Like, there's no way.
Yo, OD, because they're over here, like, I've this girl in my class, she literally digs in her butt. Like, she literally, like, we see her, everyone's...
These kids fart and they don't care.
Yo, OD, the same girl...
They don't get embarrassed. I remember being in the second grade, and, like, if I farted, like, I would be like...
Yeah, OD, look.
I was like, oh,
who
no,
was that?
Oh, no, it was me, please, no. And then here, all these kids be farting, they're like... they just be laughing. They don't care.
Yo.
But I feel like kids in general now just don't care. They're just like, whatever.
A lot of them don't.
Yeah.
But this girl in my class, she farts and she tries to hide it. Like, she'll fart and she'll put her hand, like, where her butt is. And she'll be like, oops. And then she'll be like looking around as if it wasn't her. And I'm like, I heard you. Like,
there's one kid, the Jorge kid, he goes, what's that smell? I'm But it's like he always says it from when he farts. Whenever he when he farts, he says that. So it's like we know he farted because he said that.
Yeah.
So he's just like, "What's that smell?"
Yeah, that's dumb funny. Yo, kids are dumb.
That had me dying. And then afterwards, like, and then like, because every time he farts, and we're like, "You're the one that farted," he'll be like, "I'll never do it again. I'll never fart again. Stinky."
Stinky.
Yeah, stinky. Yeah, this dog is like, she wants that mozzarella. That's crazy. Yeah, these kids are gross. And then, oh my god, that same kid, one time, he was being like crazy one day, and he was just like talking to himself on his desk, right? So that, I guess, is my fault because like I shouldn't even like, why should I shush people, right? Like, who am I?
It's always our fault.
Yeah, I was like shush, and he goes. He turns and just like everything flies in my face. That's probably what gave me.
I was just about to say that's probably how he caught the flu.
Yeah. I just remember being frozen with like pain.
That's mad gross.
It was disgusting.
Yo, it's crazy how many times kids have come up to me and like, you know how like they say it, don't spray it. Mm-hmm. Everyone sprays it. Mm-hmm. Like, I hate that. I'm like, yo, who taught you how to speak? Mm-hmm. It's like ridiculous. That's probably how I got sick back like a couple months ago.
Yeah. But yeah, the flu is serious, yo. I should just.
Yeah.
And since I work with kids, they're like, yeah, no, you can't go to school.
Yo, some of the general ed kids though, I really like them. As much as I say I don't like them, there's a lot of that I do like. This kid named Jeremy, he's mad chubby and he's mad cute. But I was grading his tests in one of the general ed fourth grade classes. Grading tests? Yep. And he got like every question right, except for like this one area. Yeah. And he wrote mad gibberish, like actual gibberish. And then on the side, he wrote, "I'm so sorry, please forgive me." And then in big letters, "I don't know." Like, and I was just
please forgive me.
I was like dying, but apparently that's how he is. Because like I asked the teacher about it, and like the teacher's like, "Oh yeah, like a couple of days ago, the class was going crazy, and like it gets mad quiet, and then all you hear is Jeremy go, 'Oh, please, Lord, save us.'" And that's exactly how he speaks, too. Yes, I'm like, yeah, this kid is dumb funny. I was like, Jeremy, keep doing this.
Just keep being like that for the rest of your life.
OD.
That's hilarious. Yo, I think sometimes, like, damn, do teachers, like, especially, I guess, for lower grades, do they grade tests and, like, laugh? Like, you know, like, like, honestly, would you laugh? Like, I don't know. Like, would you be like, "Damn, you're so dumb"? Like,
that's hard. If it's really like a dumb answer,
no, like, because I did the same thing as you. I'm not grading. Well, I guess grading because I was grading with my eyes as the kids were answering questions. But it was like a spelling test, and like it's like first grade spelling test, and like these kids are in fifth grade. And I'm like, damn, like, I feel bad, like, because I'm like, damn, this boy did horrible. Like, he did so bad.
I don't even feel bad sometimes. Because they're just so dumb, like, yo, you weren't even reading the question. Yeah. You must have not been reading the question.
Yo, it's funny because sometimes...
Don't say it.
Because, like, sometimes I'll reread it on purpose because I'm like, okay, he didn't hear me, right? And I'll read it again. And I'm staring at him like, he's gonna fix that, right? He just doesn't. Yeah. And I'm just like, he's just like confidently like waiting for the next one, and I'm like,
it's like, no.
I'm like, no, boy. I think I did freedom.
Oh god.
And yo, he spelled, I don't even know. He put like a FAD and then M. Like, that's it. I mean, I guess that's a short way of spelling it, but
short way. Yeah. No.
These kids be spelling like, yo, gibberish.
I hate the way some kids spell. It gets me so aggravated because it's like, especially when they go over the words too. I can't deal with that.
Well, what about kids that don't use spaces and they just keep going like?
No, I think that's worse.
That's not annoying.
Nah, but this girl, the one I told you, the one that digs in her butt, yo, she actually, I think she's either she just doesn't read questions and just puts whatever she wants, or she's just actually like that.
Oh yeah,
unintelligent. Because there was a section in one of these packets, and like it says, "Oh, write the name of your favorite place and person." That's what the question was, or that's what it wanted you to write about. And the teacher, she's so monotone too, and I love her.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Leah, the question asked to put your favorite place and person. You put a color." And I was just like, "Are you?" She's in 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, "Are you serious right now? That's insane. Like, I think that's crazy. That's just nowhere near anything."
Something similar happened to like. Did I tell you? I feel like I told you that the teacher brought a bunch of sheets out from the seasons, and she was passing them around. It was like a picture, pretty much, and it was like,
I think you did tell me that.
One of them was about winter, spring, summer,
Mm-hmm.
and then like
I forgot what they put though.
no, but they were looking at them, and then the teacher's like, "Oh, what season is this?" And they were like staring at it, and like they were answering it. And then for one of them was like, I guess they just couldn't get it. I think it was like winter on the picture, and then like there was like trees and squirrels and stuff. And for the winter one, it was like trees and snow and kids playing in the snow and stuff. And then she was like, what season is it? And then like they took forever. And then she was like, look at the trees. And then this one boy gets up and looks out the tree outside the window.
Oh yeah.
I was just like,
look at the tree.
But he like got up off his chair and like walked
like,
over to the window and looked outside. And I'm like, no, the picture.
The picture of the tree.
And then it's funny because like she does this thing where like she'll say something and then she'll look at me like
like, am I crazy? Yeah, I already know.
And she'd be saying stuff too, like really offhand. She's like I'm quitting.
Yo, that's crazy. Oh man, I love teachers like that.
She's mad funny.
That's dumb funny.
Yeah. A lot of people do that thing that you said that you're not supposed to do too.
What?
The whole like, don't come to school tomorrow. There's no school tomorrow.
No,
like,
yeah,
mad,
that's crazy.
so many people do that.
I don't blame them. I really don't. Like some of these kids is just.
Yeah.
God. The one we have, he's not even. I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about like
specific
certain situations and things like that.
That's crazy.
But let's just say a student is supposed to be leaving my program because of obvious reasons. But yeah, like especially now, like the teacher I'm with is like pregnant, and it's just like,
oh, he's violent.
If he flips out and decides to just punch her, like I'd be getting scared because they take me out of that classroom so much that I'm like, damn, I need to be in that classroom because if something goes down.
Are you the only one in there?
No, just like, you know how like...
does she have other aides?
She has other aides, but like, you know, sometimes they go on their break.
Oh.
And it's only a male and a female. So the female aide that's with me, she's like if something happens, she can't do much. She can't handle that kid by herself.
Big?
He's a big kid. If the guy's there, no problem.
Yeah.
He might not even flip out. But there's some times where it's just her, the aide and the teacher, and they're both not going to get involved. So that's what...
She's just got to run out the room. She's got to leave.
That's what she's been doing.
Oh, she just gets out the room.
She's just been leaving, taking the rest of the kids and locking the... Well, not... You
Damn.
can't lock them from the inside, but basically it's me or the other guy. We stay on the inside with them. And that kid, he knows he's not going to hit us. Because if he does, he's going straight. He's getting restrained.
Yeah.
Or he's getting tossed around, I guess.
He knows his own weakness.
Yeah. But I don't know. He shouldn't have been in the program in the first place.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's OD.
Yo, and then some of these kids, parents just don't help either.
Oh,
I don't know if you have problems with that, but like
no.
This one girl in the classroom I work in, she got mad for no reason at this kid, and then she started FaceTiming her mom in the middle of class.
That's crazy.
And I'm like looking around like,
what is the mom saying?
I don't even know, because she has a volume at low, but only she can hear her. And I'm like, how is this allowed?
That's crazy.
This should not be allowed. Yeah. You're a whole parent, and you're like encouraging your phone to pick up her phone, or encouraging your kid to pick up her phone in the middle of class.
That's crazy.
It's just like, you're dumb. Like, I wish I could freaking tell her to her face that she's dumb.
That's weird as hell.
It is.
It's such a contrast though, because it seems like well, I don't know. That school seems like it's just like really bad, and everyone that tells me stories at my school is just like, yo, that school is terrible.
I'm like, it's so bad to me that I feel like I'm like, damn, is every other school in this district like this?
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know.
No, this one's really nice. The one
I wish I could.
The parents
say
care
that.
about it. Even There's like a lot of autistic kids, and the parents are like super like supportive, and they help.
Yeah.
And although they flip out, like this one kid flips out about everything, and he just wants to feel sexy all the time. It's crazy.
But then, like, I feel like, does your administration help you?
Yeah.
Like, do they help in situations?
What do you mean,
like if they, for example, like if they see you struggling, I guess, would they be like, "Yo, are you good?"
I don't want to struggle.
I mean, yeah, because
because
your kids are easier.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
Like my kids, they literally leave the classroom, they go out into the hall, pick up chairs, and start swinging them, and like you know, it's just like
the worst thing that I deal with is like a kid not wanting to do his work.
I wish.
And then like he gets so stubborn and fat that he just sits there and farts, and I'm just like okay, and I walk away because I'm like I'm not gonna be in this fart cloud, because he literally just sits there and farts like.
I mean, that sounds kind of annoying.
Yeah, because it's smug. Because he's like he sees his little smug face, and you're like, okay. But then, like at the same time, like I know there's a psychologist came, and they were talking to us about it, and they were like, when kids, every little behavior a kid does is them like they're trying to communicate a behavior, like they're not, you know, like they're trying to communicate with you, because
like they're trying to send a message.
No, they're literally trying to tell you something, but since they're like. Especially like a misbehaved kid, like they didn't learn how to communicate properly.
Yeah.
Things. So it's like that's why they act the way they act, and it's like you have to try to like figure out what they want, and you know, change things.
Yeah.
And whatnot. Essentially, he was pretty much telling us like, "Yo, treat kids like dogs."
That's crazy.
Yeah, pretty much was what he was saying. And I was like, "Dang."
I mean, it does kind of make sense because like the whole like conditioning thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's basically like that, but like
because a kid like if like for instance if a kid cries and you bring him something, they're always gonna think, "Oh, if I cry, I get something."
Yeah,
like they'll think that subconsciously.
Same thing with like any other thing. If they flip out and they're just like, "Oh, if I give him this thing and he stops flipping out, that's awesome."
Mm-hmm.
And then
that kid will learn like, "Oh, all I gotta do to get what I need is to flip out."
Exactly.
We gotta teach them a new way to ask for that.
It should be like the opposite.
Yeah, it should be like they should like raise their hand and ask, you know, like yeah. But I guess he said that pretty much people are too caught up in like winning, like there's like it's like there's like a war between what I say goes, you know, and it's like there has to pretty much it's not like
for example, like when a teacher says, "Oh, do this," and then they don't want to do that because they think that they're winning. Is that like what you're saying?
Like for instance, like a teacher will say like, "Oh, my word is law," and it's like if a kid wants to do anything else but that, then like no, you know, and like the kid will be like really rebellious against that and whatnot. And I guess
because they want the sense of winning.
Well, but I think both parties like a teacher. Because like a teacher won't think like a kid, you know, like like an adult can't really like you can't really put yourself back to that mindset anymore. But I feel like an adult will think of it as winning, as opposed to a kid just wanting to communicate, you know.
Because I don't know, I feel like like with my kids, that's what they feel.
Oh, the kids want to win.
Yeah, because they're really stubborn. There's this one kid, he's a new kid this year, and he literally has like he flips out right for no reason, and then we're like, "Yo, you gotta stop flipping out," because the next step is that whatchamacallit, the administration is gonna call your mom or your dad, and he hates that.
Oh yeah.
So and then he's like, no, they already did it, and then we're like, no, they didn't yet. But if you keep doing this, they're gonna. Yeah. And then he continues to do it, and I'm like, you're literally doing this to yourself. You know that, right? And then he's like, yes. Like, he knows. He just wants to be annoying.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and it's more of like us telling him that, you know, you got to stop this for your own benefit. But he thinks that it's more like, you got to stop this because, you know, you're being crazy. You know. And I think he wants a sense that he wants to win that argument. That's what he does all the time. He's knowing, like, before he's admitted, he's like, oh, yeah, it's because when I get mad, I like annoying people. Yeah. And he's like, if other people aren't annoyed, then I'm gonna get annoyed. Yeah. And I'm like, yo,
it gets really complicated too with different behaviors and stuff, and you don't know how to get to the bottom of like everything. And
it really is.
It's really weird. Yeah.
And then this other kid I have, he's mad smart. Like he's the smartest kid in the class.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's like kind of stuck up. And he does not like people telling him how to do things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like if you're like, yo, just do this and that, and he's just gonna look at you and not say a word. And that's what he does. Sometimes if he's so oppositional, he's literally went the whole day without saying a word.
Just because he didn't feel like it?
Just because like he was just dumb tight for no reason. And he's the one that has the 1-to-1, which is my boy. And like literally he was just like with him the whole day because he didn't want to get up. He didn't want to go to lunch. He didn't want to go to recess. He didn't want to go to music, art, gym, whatever. Just because, for example, this has happened before. Someone was in the wrong spot in their line.
Yeah.
And he was just like, oh, they weren't in the right spot. And then like, that was it.
It threw his day off?
Yep.
Damn.
And he just stayed in class the whole day.
That's crazy.
We're just like, yo.
Yeah, then there's that oppositional defiance. And you said that some of them have that, right?
Yeah.
Where they just want to just do the opposite. Yeah. That's weird. That's
this
weird.
Little boy Luis. Of course, he has the same last name as me too.
Yeah.
His name is Luis Martinez, and I'm just like, yo, you have a freaking big potato head.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, there's a lot though.
Yeah, and Timmy Wimmy. Remember I told you about Timmy Wimmy?
Timmy Wimmy.
Yeah, I had a snap about him that I never like posted. I guess I just saved it.
Yeah.
But he's the same thing. Like he does things, and we're like, yo, we're gonna call your auntie, and he starts bawling out, crying, and then he continues doing whatever we told him not to do, and we're just like, you're so annoying, like,
damn.
And we just like, not even the therapists get to them sometimes, and it's just like, yo,
because they're just defiant.
Yeah.
And
it's not their fault either necessarily, because I feel like
they gotta see therapy though. That's what Melissa was talking to me about that, and apparently like look, kids like that, like at first it's like that, and then it develops into what's it called, bipolar disorder.
Yeah.
Especially if they have ADD or ADHD combined with that, then like for sure that's gonna be bipolar disorder, and that bipolar is like no joke, is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that thing.
But then like right now, like they get the help that they need, right? They get amazing help from these therapists. But I feel like the parents, I feel it. I just feel it. Like every day that they go home, their parents just make it worse. Yeah. For some of them. Not all of them, but some, like most of them. And that goes for the general ed kids as well. Yeah. Like the general ed kids, like you can teach them things and they'll really get it.
But I feel like if you're a good parent, you're not going to put them in that school that you're in anyway, right?
Hopefully not. But I mean, I don't know. For some people, I feel that maybe it's just the only option. Like my kids, that's their only option for that grade level. Yeah. If their kids have stuff like that. Yeah.
Because I know the school I go to, you have to take a test to get into it or something.
Yeah. Wait, doesn't Chris go to that school? Carlos Mario's brother. Oh. I think he's an 8th grader.
Is he?
There, yeah.
Really?
I think so.
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen him around. That'd be crazy if I saw him around.
That would be crazy. That's my little son right
that'd
there.
That'd be weird. That's crazy. Yo, you saw the whole thing with Kobe?
Yeah, who didn't?
Yeah.
I was talking about that with my boy. My boy was actually like crying.
Oh yeah, like actually crying.
Yeah, because like he came in on Monday and he was like, that Kobe shit, right? And I was like, yeah, I saw. And then like literally like an hour passed, and then like I'm chilling and I look to my left and he's like tearing up, and he like all I see is like a teardrop fall down his face.
Why is he like? Why is he was watching?
Because he was like watching stuff, and he was just like, he looked at him, he was like, yo. He was like, I don't know why this shit just hit me like really hard right now. And then I was like, damn, yo, I feel you. Because honestly, I didn't really feel anything at first either. Yeah. But then after a bit, I was like, nah, damn, this is kind of crazy. I was like he really set a bar. Like he was like crazy good.
And what I've seen a lot of people say is that like for a lot of people that live in California, I guess in LA, they felt like they lost someone they knew. They were like,
that's probably worse for them.
They were like. It was just like your neighbor, like it felt like someone you were really close to just died.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we can't relate to that.
Yeah, I don't even know who would be like the New York equivalent of that.
I don't know.
I can't even.
Yeah, I feel like certain states have that person from their like sports team or whatever.
Because we even have people from the city that are from here, but I'm just like
or like wherever LeBron James is from. Yeah, if he were to die, like, yo,
you saw that?
Like, what?
There was the BBC. Yo.
Oh, the lady that.
No. The other thing.
What other thing?
On BBC, like BBC.
Yeah.
The British. Yeah.
Broadcasting.
They put a video of like, oh, Kobe and like in memory of, and it's like clips of him, but it was like all clips of LeBron.
Oh my god!
And they were like, oh, they all look the same.
Yo, they really would. Of course they would.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yo, of course the British. It's like, oh, they don't really care.
Yo, British people's ignorant now.
They don't really play basketball like that, I don't think.
No, they be playing soccer.
They're playing that soccer.
And rugby.
Rugby. Yo, you know what's crazy that who play rugby too is that people from India and Bangladesh and stuff.
Yeah.
They be going hard with that the rugby. No, rugby. Or is it cricket?
Cricket.
Oh, cricket. I think it's cricket.
I think it is cricket.
I get them. I got all these sports mixed
Cricket
up.
is like the foo baseball.
Cricket is. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then rugby's like the foo
Football. Yo, everybody got bootleg versions of everything.
Even though I know some people that play rugby.
Really?
Yeah, and they're at like one of my friends is actually in college for rugby.
What?
Yeah.
How do you even play that game?
I don't even know. It just sounds not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not appealing.
It sounds not appealing. Just like that name, rugby.
Rugby, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's go play some rugby.
Yeah.
Sounds like I don't know. It sounds like I'm gonna sit down and play with toddlers.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But nah, yeah, that Kobe thing was
It's
it was a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little crazy.
And
especially the whole thing with his daughter.
Yeah.
That's
his daughter was on there,
crazy.
and like an entire family was on there. Well, not an entire family, but it was like
the majority.
Yeah, like the mom, the dad, and the daughter, and then I think she only has 2 siblings now that are just chilling by themselves.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, what do they do now?
Honestly, what do they do? I don't even think they were 18.
Yeah, no.
Like,
I don't even know where they go. They go to like I guess a family member. I guess.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know. I don't even know what happened. Like I haven't even heard any information.
Oh yeah, I don't all they really said was just helicopter crash.
Yeah.
It's like how.
Yeah.
I forget. I feel like someone did say it to me, but I forgot.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Then I was thinking of all the funny stuff. Remember the Kanye thing? I was showing Melissa that.
Which company thing?
What are you talking about, Kobe Bryant?
I don't know that.
You don't remember that?
No.
I'm pretty sure you do.
Or maybe I do.
I feel like you're the one
know.
that showed it to me.
Nah, now that you said it, now that I let it sink in a little bit, it sounds familiar, but I don't 100% remember.
It was a commercial. Oh, here we go. Beastion. Right?
How much more do you want from me?
More.
How much more successful do you want me to be?
More successful.
How many records can my records break?
More records.
But I'm the best.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'd never seen that.
No?
No. Yo.
I saw that again. I was like, damn, that was mad funny. I was like, who wrote that?
Honestly.
Well, Melissa was like, who wrote
Damn,
that?
I wish I'd seen that before.
Yeah. He's like, what is he talking about?
He's like genuinely looking around like, what is he talking about? Oh, God.
You said, are you
man.
different animal or the same beast, right? Or something like that?
Can you just go
What the
back to
hell?
it?
I was like, what the hell?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's too funny.
Yeah. Yeah, then of course I started seeing like mad stuff on my YouTube feed about Kobe.
Yeah,
I
Melissa
see, like-
didn't know that like he could speak Spanish.
I did not
Yeah,
know that
oh,
until
yeah?
just now.
Yeah, he spoke Italian and Spanish. He'd come out in interviews. And
What?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Mhm. She was doing the dance. Oh, okay. Bye.
Nah, I don't know. There was something about his face. Like his face was just very like heartwarming.
Yeah, like a likable.
Yeah, like, he was just a very likable person.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw some clips of like while he was playing basketball, like it was like he had some beef with this dude, and like this dude was just stunning on him. He'd like dunked the ball and was trying to dunk on Kobe, and it's just like you don't do that.
Damn.
Like no, I'm just saying like in general,
Yeah.
like, you don't like land on someone. And this guy was like pretty much landing on him, and Kobe was like, yo, like trying to hold him back.
Yeah.
And basically, whatchamacallit, Kobe apparently got the other guy so mad that like at the end of the video you see the guy, he's like coming back in with the ball. Kobe's right in front of him, and he tries to like fake like throw the ball in Kobe's face, and Kobe didn't even flinch. Like he was dead close.
He was
and he was just like this. And then even the announcer was like, yo, you see? Yo, Kobe's just dumb nice. He's like, oh, this and that. He's staying calm. And even now with that ball, he didn't even flinch. That's how nice Kobe is. And I was like, yo, damn. Kobe was dumb nice.
Yeah.
Shit. I felt
Although
bad,
I didn't really watch basketball.
I never watched
but...
basketball my whole life. I don't even watch any sports.
No, not really, no.
Yeah.
I never thought sports were... I don't know. I'd rather just go play it.
That goes for me with watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
it
not
depends.
as much.
It depends. Sometimes for watching it, like I'll watch it.
More so with video games. I hate
Yeah.
sports and video games.
Video games
Because it's
is so
like
dumb.
you could literally just go and play it.
Yeah.
Fat, lazy. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like,
It's funny because a lot of people that I know that play FIFA, they're fat as hell too.
yes, the same.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like you literally go outside and play.
Yeah. It's funny. And then there's like always those memes about it being the same game every year.
It literally is the same game every year.
Just better graphics.
Pretty much. And they're just like, cosmetics. Different basketball.
It's crazy.
But I don't get it. Like, the only ones I could get is like UFC and boxing, I guess. Because that's like a fighting game. Not everyone wants to go and fight, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you like... I don't understand if you like FIFA the video game, but not soccer in real life.
Oh yeah.
Like if you do that,
That
makes no sense.
That'd be a weird person.
I feel like I've heard of people like that.
That is like, yo, I hate soccer, but yo, FIFA, come see me in FIFA.
Come see me in FIFA. Come catch these FIFA hands.
Yeah.
You mean these FIFA feet?
These FIFA feet, ew.
Nah, I think I'm pretty sure I've met someone like that.
That's weird as hell.
Yeah. So for all you out there that do that, you're dumb.
That's stupid as hell.
Yeah, honestly.
And then you saw the new duck. You remember we were talking about the Goose game?
Oh yeah.
Someone made a desktop app for it.
What do you mean a desktop?
So
like it's just on your desktop and you play
it's
it?
No, it's a goose. It's the goose is on your desktop, and he messes with you.
No, he doesn't.
He'll try to steal your mouse, and he chases it around. And then say if you're doing something, he'll just take it, and that's it. You can't use your mouse, and he'll leave. And then like he'll like randomly put messages on your screen randomly to like block like.
That's mad annoying.
Yeah, it was mad. I don't know why anyone would do that. Like there's a video of this guy playing a shooting game. And the goose comes and takes the mouse, and then his freaking screen just goes all the way up. Yeah, it starts aiming up. And I'm like, who would want this to themselves? They would get so frustrated.
Is there like a way to turn it off?
I don't even know. It sounds hilarious though.
It would be kind of funny, like if you could turn it off though. Not like I wouldn't want that all the
Or
time.
like put it on someone else. Like put it on. Watch, look at this.
Yeah, let me see. I need to see what. Like it actually comes onto the screen though.
Yeah. There's no sound. We gotta do this. We gotta do this video podcast so that people can see what we're watching. Because then this would be so much better.
This is the guy that made it.
I don't know if it's the guy that made it, but apparently he legit just takes your thing. He'll pull up random images. Can you imagine you playing a video game and you just see that? He pulls that up. Honk. Oh yeah, right here. He just puts up a message. He's like, nah.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, but anyone listening to Desktop Goose, that's the name of the video.
What are the comments?
Let me see.
What are they saying?
Yeah. But yeah, anyone listening to this, it's called Desktop Goose. I'm pretty sure if you put up on YouTube, it'll show up. But essentially, this goose messes with your mouse on your computer. And it says, oh, it doesn't support multiple monitors. 3 out of 10. Completely unusable virus. Edit update. You can deploy multiple geese at once. Oh, Jesus.
What? Why would you even want to do that?
Oh, God.
That's horrible.
Anybody remember Desktop Destroyer from the late 90s? The sassy goose brought me back.
What's that?
Pretty much back at pretty much back like the late 90s, early 2000s, there was like these funky apps you could download that would like destroy people's desktops or like to mess with people's desktops. And what you do is you would put it on people's stuff just to mess with them.
Oh, okay.
But like I remember them being just very cheesy and corny. And it's like,
oh, so they weren't really like
No, like they were annoying and they would mess with you, but
it was just dumb.
But it was kind of like, oh, you got me. You know, something I still do to this day that works so well is you screenshot someone's desktop, and then you hide their icons, and then you change the wallpaper to the screenshot. People to this day don't know what the hell's going on.
Wait, that sounded mad confusing, even though you made it sound mad simple.
So you screenshot their desktop, right?
Oh, like from their
like main computer with like you make sure everything's closed, and then you save that as a picture. Then you
wait with everything closed?
No. Well, what do you mean? Yeah. Make sure just make everything look normal. I mean, you can have a window up if you want to. I guess whatever. It doesn't really matter. The point is that pretty much you put a picture of the desktop over everything, and people start to click on things thinking, but it's just a picture.
And it's just a picture.
Yeah. And that prank is something I still do to this day, and people still fall for it. And like they're like, "What's going on? My computer's broken." And I'm like,
wait, but how would that work?
What do you mean?
How does that work though? Because all right, so if for example, if I were to screenshot my like apps, right, like my Google Chrome, Firefox, all that, right?
Yeah.
And then you were to put it over my thing.
So you can right click on your desktop, and you can click this thing that says hide icons, and it hides all your desktop icons.
Oh, hide icons.
Yeah. So
you can't click on them.
You can't click on them because
there's nothing there.
There's nothing there, and there's just a picture replacing it. And so, like, if you know someone, like, especially, like, I'm pretty sure Johnny would just straight up throw the computer out by accident because, like, it doesn't work, I'll throw it out.
That's crazy. But they can still click start, though, right?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, no, you can hide that, too.
You can hide the start?
Yeah, you can hide it, yeah. You can definitely hide the start.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Damn, I'm about to do that on myself.
If some low IQ people... Michael, it's over.
I'm about to do that to myself. I need to test that. Then I'm gonna do that to someone
and see.
I'll probably do it to Gabriel. Does he know about it?
Maybe we could do it for missing the episode today. We'll just we'll prank him. He doesn't listen to this, I don't think.
No, yeah, he definitely is not. He's not. He's not gonna listen to it. Gabriel, we're gonna prank you.
You gonna listen to this at all?
And I'm telling you that we're gonna do it, and you're still not even gonna know.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
There literally isn't, because he's not here.
Yeah. Actually, does he have wallpaper engine though?
Yeah.
You have to turn it off, I guess. Okay. No, or I mean, I don't know. Or no, you have to screenshot that, I guess.
Screenshot it with that wallpaper.
I guess, but if it's a moving wallpaper, he's gonna be like, huh?
I don't think he has a moving one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird.
OD.
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of creepy stuff, a lot of weird stuff. Creepy, weird stuff. I still have to do that podcast where I'm talking about myself, but I guess I can also do one with a lot of people too. I don't know. I get really spooky randomly, which annoys me because sometimes I get spooky like off season. I'm like, damn, I want to be spooky on Halloween. Yeah, but. Yeah. Sometimes it's like it's the middle of the summer and I'm like spooky time.
Yeah. I feel like I'm the same way. Mm-hmm. Like I'd like to think about spooky things during like Halloween time, but I don't. I always think about just like cheesy things.
Yeah. Cheesy Halloween movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. But I was watching like the Oak Island mystery.
Oh, Somerton Man. You mentioned that to me before, right?
Did I? The Oak Island.
What is that about?
That one. I mean, that one's really not that scary, to be honest. It's just kind of stupid. Because it's people that are just really dumb.
Okay.
But essentially, it's like a pirate many years ago put an X there, and he was like, "Yo, this treasure right there."
Put an X where?
Right there. No,
just like on a map.
No, it's in Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia,
which is like Canada, I think.
Okay.
But it's pretty much it's somewhere in Canada, and there's a physical location. So like I think it's on an island. Yeah. And he put an X there. He either put an X there or pretty much there's something
but he put an X there on the map or on the actual
land.
Okay.
But the thing is, it's either an X or something to lead people to believe that there's something there.
Okay.
You know, like I don't know if it's exactly it was an X, but
a marking.
A marking of some or something.
Yeah.
Or I think he also did a map or I don't know. I forgot I have to reread it. But essentially, years later, people were like, "Yo, there's treasure there," and they started digging, and I feel like they started like in the 1900s. The digging. I could be wrong, but I gotta look into it.
They're still digging.
To this day, people are still digging that hole, thinking there's treasure.
They don't reach the other side of Earth.
The thing is, they go and see the Chinese treasure.
Oh, gee.
And they're like, "We found it."
Nah, there's nothing there. They stupid.
Bro, the thing is, okay. Here's where it gets all crazy and stupid.
Okay, all right.
Is that like there's been multiple cave-ins because like pretty much the hole like falls into itself. So people are like, "Yo, it can't be this hole, obviously." So they start digging other holes around it, and they're like,
Stop. Are you serious?
Yeah. The reason people think there's stuff down there though is because in the early days of them digging, they found a tablet, like a stone tablet, that said like weird engravings on it, and then I think they went further down and they found more things, and then they went further down and they found, I think in total they found 3 or 4 things.
That maybe, so after that,
people were like, "Yo, there's definitely something."
Something.
Yeah. And then I think they also took they found like a treasure chest.
Okay.
They like did a 3D image. I don't even know what it's called, but I think it's like they send a pulse down and then they get back
and then they get feedback of like,
and pretty much they
found the shape of like
of a chest.
Okay.
And I don't know if they pulled it out or not. I don't know. I have to research, but it's pretty much so much like stupid stuff has happened with that place, and people are like still to this day going to that spot trying to find treasure and become millionaires. And there's a whole like Discovery or Travel or some kind of show, and like I'm thinking like, yo, and this show has gone on for like 7 seasons. I'm like, yo, how can you do 7 seasons of someone just digging a hole over and over again? It's like they're obviously not gonna find anything.
I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna lie. This whole thing started with me thinking it's dumb. Now I'm like, oh, we should go there. we should go there and start digging. We'll find some treasure.
If you listen to the whole story too, you'd be like, damn, there might be something down there.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, damn, now I must look into it.
Because they also found like drainage systems of pretty much like something to drain water out, and it was like all the way. It was already buried down there, so it's like someone buried something to like
from the future.
I don't even. People were saying there was this certain pirate. I forgot which pirate they said.
Yeah, who was the pirate that started it all? He must have been a genie,
right? I know at one point, you know what's hilarious? At one point, there was these 2 main guys that were like feuding over that spot, and they had like this crazy like feud, and so
they killed each other.
No, they were just being really petty with each other. Like, I think one of them owned the bridge. Yeah, one of them owned the bridge, so he closed down the bridge, and he's like, nobody can use this bridge to get there. Only I can, because it's my bridge. And then his competitor was like, oh, bet. All right, I'm going to build a museum right in front of your bridge. So he built a museum to block the bridge so no one could go.
That's crazy. He could have just built another bridge.
Yeah.
Yo.
Built my own bridge.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
I bet. All right, I'm going to get my own bridge. Nah, he's trying to block you off.
Yeah.
He's dumb. Yo, this whole fly is out here. Yo,
I don't know what's going on with fly. Why are they coming back? Are they something? I feel like something's dead in the walls.
It has to be that. The fly's coming over here. It's dumb cold.
People are crazy. Okay, these are the theories of what's down there. People say Shakespearean manuscripts. Okay. The Holy Grail. The Holy Grail. Yeah, in Canada. What the hell? In Nova Scotia. The Holy Grail. The Ark of the Covenant. You remember?
No.
You remember that's the thing that melted the Nazi's face in Indiana Jones.
It's the Holy Grail. I'm dead.
Yeah. People are saying apparently the Knights Templar went to Nova Scotia and buried that there.
They're gonna find another X down there.
Yeah.
You gotta keep.
And it's gonna give it to them. And people call it the money pit because that's all you throw money into it and you didn't get nothing back. There's a stone with markings. And then water fell in the money pit. Like it's just like a mess. If you read the entire thing, you're like, it reads like a novella. Like it's just, but like I don't know. It reads just like.
How big is this hole now?
I don't know.
It's got to be huge, right?
The thing is, because I think they've like buried it and then like, they've like refilled it and unfilled it and buried it and like so I don't know the whole thing. Oh, Captain Kidd. That's the captain that people think.
Oh, the pirate that said it.
And that's just a theory. It's not even true. Like we don't even know.
I mean, I feel like you could just put an X anywhere and people gonna start digging there.
You could do that. That's like the ultimate prank, though. It takes forever because like
you know them trees over there by the train, right here, this little forest here.
Yeah.
Let's put an X there.
Let's put an X there one day.
Yeah, and be like, yo, there's
and
an
wait
X there.
And then wait 300 years and be like, yo,
we gotta dig.
We gotta dig.
Who put that there?
The thing is, we're gonna look mad dumb if people dig and actually find something.
That's all we gotta dig with them. Waste their time if there is nothing. Yeah.
I always think about that too, like mysteries like that. I was like, damn, how many people are just trolling people like super hard like that?
And then, but this one could have been a troll, and then it's like people are still finding stuff.
Yeah. But what if that person also like buried that stuff on purpose just to be like, yo, when they find this, they're gonna think, oh, this gotta be close, you know, and like.
Yeah, there's no way. That's mad digging for one person.
Well, if it's a captain, then he
had a whole crew digging a hole.
But then I feel like the whole crew would be like, "Yo, we're really gonna dig this hole and just fill it."
Nah,
that's crazy. They really just didn't, you know.
Kid.
Yeah, it's so weird. What else there was like so many. Yeah, these things really like interest me though. It's so cool. I want to speak about them more in depth on the podcast and stuff.
So this island is in Canada.
Nova Scotia.
I'm about to go there.
You're about to go there?
Yeah.
And do some investigations yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably watch the show.
Or maybe just like look down the hole.
Look down the hole.
It's got to be mad deep. I mean, it keeps like turning over, but it's still pretty deep, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so weird. In that podcast, actually, yeah, Astonishing Legends, which I feel like this is like not a horror podcast, but we mentioned them. That's like the podcast we mentioned the most.
Yeah, probably is.
But they have a 3-part series about it. And
about Nova Scotia?
No, about the money pit.
Oh, it's the same thing, isn't it?
No, Nova Scotia is a whole
it's the whole place. Yeah,
it's a whole ass place. But
so the actual place is called the Money Pit.
Yeah, that's what
people call it.
Yeah, that's what people call it.
Okay.
Well, they call it Oak Island. I think it's actually called Oak Island. I want to see if there's like a map.
I want to see some like pictures. I'm about to look it up.
That's why we need a video so that we can show people, you know.
Money Pit.
So we could put it up. Put it up. You can watch it right now for free on History. Oh, and Netflix. It's on Netflix. So if you want to. But yeah, it sounds ridiculous to just dig there over and over again. I mean, I guess if you live, it's kind of far though, I think, too. Oak Island. Here you go. Oh.
The Money Pit. That sounds nice. I like the sound of that. The Money Pit.
The Money Pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. You can see the.
Are you serious right now?
Well, are you looking at it?
This thing?
Is that the hole? I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know. Yeah, this is Oak Island right there. It's just the
Oak Island mystery.
Yeah. Some mystery. Then there's another thing called the Coral Castle. That one's weird as hell too.
What's the Coral Castle?
That's like this dude from like some Slav area. He came, right? And like his wife, he was gonna marry someone, and I think she just deaded him. So he was like, "Oh no, my wife! I'm going to build you an entire castle." And he built her a castle, but no one knows how he did it because no one ever seen workers. And every time someone tried to peek to like what he was doing, it would just be him by himself. And like the few people that did say that they saw him said that they saw him like making rocks levitate. And I'm like,
what?
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, what's this one called?
Coral Castle.
Coral Castle.
Yeah, and then like there's this one story of like an account where like someone like it was at nighttime and he was working at night, and someone like peeked over to look at him, and like it looked like he was doing something, and then like as soon as he noticed someone was watching, he went like this, and like he like put his hands behind his back and like was like being mad friend. Like apparently the guy was super nice. He was like a really nice guy, and he was like being really friendly and nice and talking to them, and like he just kept talking to them until they left. And then so it's like it's really weird. And then apparently he moved. See, because this was like in the 1900s, I think, is when he built this. So it's like
it had to be.
And it was by himself. Like he had no family. He had no one he knew. And
even if he did have a family, that's not enough to make a castle.
Yeah, I mean, it's not some crazy castle though. It's like it's not like super impressive, but it's like still big rocks that you're like you can't move that by yourself. You know, like or with you need at least like a crew to build this thing.
A machine.
Yeah, or a machine. Yeah, for sure. And the thing is, he also moved that castle down because he lives in a different part of Florida, and he moved it to another part of Florida.
Oh, so it's in Florida.
Mm-hmm. It's there still. You can go visit it.
Coral Castle.
Coral Castle. Yeah, it's a tiny little thing, but it's just really interesting.
So that guy's dead.
Yeah, for sure. He's super dead unless he's
a name.
Huh?
Did he have a name?
Did he have a name? Slavic Sluslav. His name was Ed. Let me see. His name was.
I like the sound of that one too.
Edward Leedscalin. He has some crazy name. This guy right here, yo. My boy.
He looked like he got powers. Yo, he looked like he got powers.
Like he can levitate rocks and throw them around.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was Latvian or something.
Oh, but it's not like a house.
No. Yeah, as I said, it's like there's something crazy. It's not like, but still, to be able to build that is weird. Yeah, it looks more of like a garden, if anything. Yeah. But he does have a structure though. There's like one structure that you can go inside of, I think, which is that one. I wonder what Gabriel has to say about this stuff. I think this is like the top view, the outside view.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, still like you would still need a crew to make this.
Yeah, you can't do this by yourself.
Yeah, for sure. And you would still need to like, especially if you had to move that. He moved this entire thing to like another part of Florida. It's really weird.
Yeah, look, the entrance says you will be seeing unusual accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of weird mysteries that people don't really know about. And that's one of them. People usually never know about that. And you're like, it's like, what the hell? How you do that? I got more stuff for you to stare at now, right? You're going to be like... But yeah, that one with a lot of stuff. Like, same thing with Egypt. Like, there's this dude named Robert Schock, and he's been trying to prove that the pyramids are older than they look to be. Pretty much like there's like the age that we think that they are right now. He thinks they're way older than that, like way older than that. Like,
so he's saying that he thinks people built it way earlier.
Then
that's crazy.
That is older than that's even older than what it is. And stuff and he has a lot of evidence too to back it up. And also just, I mean, there's a podcast where he comes out, he talks about it. It's crazy. Like he talks about all that, and he said that underneath the Sphinx, according to him, there's something underneath it. Like there has to be like a library or something, or like a room underneath the feet of the Sphinx. But then they don't allow him to check because pretty much like if he's right, then he would pretty much rewrite history, and a lot of scientists don't want that. They want they want it to be like, oh, well, no, we want to be right. pretty much it's like everyone wants to be right about their discovery or their theory.
Yo, they should sneak overnight
and just go dig a hole.
Yo, I know some people that
Yeah.
dig holes as is.
Get the coral cast, the Oak Island people. Yo, the treasure down there.
They would help him.
Say less. They'll come over there. And
Yo, he needs to contact the Oak Island people.
Yeah,
Help him
be like,
build a
yo,
hole.
there's treasure over there. That's what all these supernatural things have to do is band together to
dig one hole.
dig one. You see Bigfoot.
Yo, he's just down there.
He's like,
Yo, that's just the answer to everything.
Yeah.
That's how you find any evidence. Dig a hole, you find Bigfoot.
Yeah.
He's just down there somewhere in there.
you start digging a hole there, and then all the mystical creatures start to come. The Loch Ness monster pulls up and starts digging a hole.
He just appears in the Hudson River.
Yeah.
Who
crazy.
else? The Yeti. He just starts causing avalanches.
Yeah. That doesn't sound like it's helpful at all.
Yeah. But
But
I mean, people believe
He's
in
just
this
there.
stuff, so
he's
now
just there like.
it sounds like Chewbacca, probably. Yo.
But the thing is, like, I feel like Bigfoot and all that is like ridiculous. But I feel like when you're out in the wilderness, you still got that feeling like, yo, what if I see Bigfoot? I feel like every time
No one would believe me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Like no one would believe. But like, I always think that in the back of my head, like I'm not seeing Bigfoot. But then like in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm seeing Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what if I do see Bigfoot though?
I never thought of that.
You never think about that? Like you never think like
Nah,
your mind doesn't. My mind goes to Bigfoot for some reason.
Like I feel like
the thing that's funny is I feel like people think like, oh, that's ridiculous, but I feel like out of everything, that's the least ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Like a monkey in the woods, because it could just be like a creature we just never discovered, like an animal we never discovered or something.
Yeah, true.
It could just be that.
What if Bigfoot digs holes?
As
That's
soon
why
as
we've
someone
never
sees
seen
him,
him.
he's like, he starts digging. He
Yo,
just hides in them.
That's probably why we never seen him.
Yeah, and there's people that think that Bigfoot's like a
Alien.
like a mythical creature or has supernatural powers. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff. Like if you go down the rabbit hole with like podcasts and stuff, you find
I
out.
feel like I want to go down the rabbit hole, but then I feel like
at the same time it's funny because you're like, yo,
because it's like when things start making sense to you, and then you explain it to somebody, and they're like, "This boy's retarded." I feel like that's what happened to me.
Yeah. Oh, like you're gonna have drool coming out of you, and you're like, "Oh, I'm a unga bunga retard." Huh?
Yeah, because like if I go down the rabbit hole, I'm like, "Huh, this kind of starts like making sense."
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just me, and it probably is just gonna be me, and like whoever I find that out from. But like again, if I have that conversation with somebody like is not down that rabbit hole, they're gonna be like, "This kid's retarded."
The thing is, I wish I could remember information like on point, like really good about stuff.
Someone to write it down.
That's why I feel like if I do that podcast, it's gonna be good because then I feel like it'll lay out a lot of cool stuff, and it'll make me like remember a lot of points. Cause like
Even if you don't, you'll have
because
it
like
recorded.
Mothman, like the Mothman.
Yeah, I mean,
That's weird.
hold on, but it's not. It doesn't 100% add up to me.
What?
Like, I mean, like I don't get the whole idea of it.
Of what?
Of Mothman. Like, what is he? Or what is it?
I don't even know either.
Or what is it that he caused? Or what is it?
That he caught.
Caused.
Oh, caused.
Or I guess what's the story?
I mean, because like again, this is like on Astonishing Legends, and they cover it really well, and they cover it like. But from what I gathered was it started when this dude got pulled over on the highway one day, and he was is this dude named Woody Darrenberger,
Woody Darrenberger,
something like that, yeah. And he was like I forgot, he was a salesman. Yeah, he was a salesman, and one day he's driving down the street. I think he's in West Virginia. He gets pulled over by like a weird craft, like it's a weird car. I think he mentioned because like there's a video. I mean, not a video, an audio interview that they do with him, and he describes everything too. And pretty much, he said that it was a car that was kind of like floating, and it like flew past him. I forgot how even he got to the point where he's pulled over because, like I said, listen to the Mothman episode in Astonishing Legends. I listened to it. I'm like, I was a little bit creeped out too. I was like, oh, that's weird. But essentially, the guy comes out of his vehicle, and apparently he described it as like it being like a hatch, like a weird, like old timey hatch. And I was like, what? That's weird as hell.
That's mad weird.
Yeah, and then he came out. And he was like, don't be afraid. I don't want to hurt you. all this stuff. He's something like, "Have no fear. I'm just a seeker. What are you?" or something like that. And I think he says, "I'm a salesman." And then like I think at that point he after they talked for a bit, he realized that they weren't moving their mouths. That they were just
Wait, who wasn't moving?
Both of them. Neither of them were moving their mouths.
What? That just gave me chills right now, like actual chills.
And then he said that
some man was asking him
through his mind, through telepathy. Yeah,
that's crazy.
And then he's like, "What's your name?" He said, "Woody." And he's like, "My name is Cold." That's what the guy told him. And then he said, "What do you call that?" And he points to like the city. And he was like, "Oh, we call that a city." And he's like, "Oh, where I come from, we call it a gathering." Blah blah blah. He's like explaining stuff. He's like, "I'm a seeker and I'm looking for answers." Blah blah. And he's saying all this stuff that he's like, the guy's like confused as hell. He's like, what's going on?
What is a seeker?
Yeah. And apparently the guy looked human. He had like a suit on. It was like, I think, slick back hair. And like I think he said that his suit was a little shiny though. Like it was like shiny and like glistening in the moonlight. And then
wait, but why did they pull over?
Apparently he felt compelled to pull over or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I forgot. I think he said too, like at that moment too, before he was pulled over, it seemed like traffic stopped. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh no, I think when he pulled over, it seemed like no cars started coming and it was quiet. And then as soon as he left, everything started picking up again and stuff was like normal again. And then just like a bunch of weird events happened. Like people started seeing like red eyes and like something like a giant moth or like a giant bird or like a giant creature around. And then I think that person contacted the same guy again and later revealed that his name was Injured Cold. And Injured Cold, yeah. Which is just bizarre. And then pretty much it came to the point where he was telling. I don't think he was telling the same person. I think he was, because pretty much it wasn't just one person. It was like a lot of different accounts happening at the same time in West Virginia. And there's really no chronological order. It was just a bunch of different weird stuff going on. But it's odd. It's really odd because it's hard to explain just because like how I said, like there's no order in which something happened. This dude named John Keel, he documented all the best he could, like everything that happened until the bridge collapsed. But essentially a bridge collapsed there and mad people died, and the Injured Cold person or Mothman or whatever you want to call it, he was telling different people like weird information, and it was essentially like predicting the future. Like he said something would happen, blah blah. Like pretty much he would give you enough information to know like something's going on, but not enough information to do anything about it. So he'd be like, "Oh, the number 96, this number, blah blah," and that's it. And then you would see the news and be like, "Oh, flight 96 crashed," blah. You know, like it was like stuff like that. It was just odd. It's been a long time since I listened to that podcast, so I can't really remember a lot of it. It's not fresh in my mind, but I remember listening to it and being like weirded out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's creepy as hell.
Wait, so this cold guy is like...
I don't even know. No one really knows.
Or people think he's Mothman? Is that like a thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Like there's like a lot of different... Because he appears to be a person.
He doesn't... From what you told me, it doesn't sound like he's the Mothman.
No. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like... Yeah, I don't know. Some people say that, yeah, because there's also like debate, like he's unrelated to Mothman, or, you know, like people have this thing, but then I don't know. It's weird.
Unless West Virginia is just a weird ass place.
And then, but I mean, John Keel he stumbled on something called infrasound. And what that is like, it's a sound that makes you feel uncomfortable and really like creeped out and weird. And like, that could be the answer to a lot of things. Of people feeling uneasy and creepy. It's like a sound that plays that makes you feel uncomfortable. And they actually tested it on Mythbusters.
But what does that prove?
Well, like pretty much if like that sound is playing in a creepy environment, people will feel creeped out because like that sound is playing, you know. But I don't know. There's a lot of things. Pretty much like when it comes to paranormal and weird stuff, there's really no way to measure things, you know, like whatever, because we don't even know what we're looking at, you know, when it comes to certain things. So it's like, you know, that's just one thing that they found that like, you know, there's a sound that makes you feel creeped out and anxious. Not everyone feels it. Some people do though. Like apparently a good amount of people do feel creeped out with that sound playing. Yeah. It's weird.
Damn.
That's why that Astonishing Legends episode, Mothman, really good episode.
Damn,
really great.
to...
Yeah. Oof. That, the Black Eyed Kids, like...
What was Black? Oh, yeah, I remember.
That one's weird.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that one's mad creepy.
That was
I don't like that one.
I don't like that one.
I don't like that one.
Even if some kid tries to prank me with that, don't open the door to the Black Eyed Kids.
Don't like that one.
Uh-oh. Hold on. How long? I think we've been on for a while, right?
Yeah. It's probably been a while.
Damn. Hold on, let me check.
Tell me.
Oh, Mom wants to take her out, that's why.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, we out.
How long have we been going?
An hour and 5 minutes.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We'll have another episode
Probably Sunday.
Sunday for now.
Alright. Here we go.